All schools have web filters on them to protect students from things on the internet that they shouldn't be seeing. Unfortunately, sometimes these web filters block YouTube videos that are great for instruction, and teachers want to use them. We've had for about a year a workaround where teachers can take the YouTube video and link it through MyVRspot to get around the web filter. Unfortunately, there have been some changes to the way that the web filter works that are making it a little bit harder to use that MyVRspot workaround. So today's video is the workaround for the MyVRspot workaround. Now, before we begin, I do want to remind you that the availability of this MyVRspot workaround is subject to teachers making sure that they preview the entire video before making it available for students, both for age appropriateness and for content accuracy. There have been occasions where a video looks perfectly fine at the beginning, but somewhere in the middle goes off the rails. And we don't want that to be your video. So make sure you watch the whole thing before you do this. So what's changed is the way that the blocked message is presented on your screen. So it used to be that when you tried to access a YouTube video that was questionable, you would still be taken to the YouTube web page. You would just get this message in the video area that said, to contact your admin or try logging in with your YouTube account. And that meant that the video was restricted because the AI thinks that it's something questionable. Now, you could still get the YouTube web address. And that's important because you need the YouTube web address to put into MyVRspot. Unfortunately, this is what happens now when you try to access a video that is restricted. LCPS now puts up this web filter block page instead of allowing you through to the YouTube page. And the problem is this page does not contain the YouTube link that you need to put into MyVRspot to get around the block. This is especially annoying when the YouTube video is embedded on a web page. In this case, this website has a YouTube video embedded, and all you're seeing is the Lightspeed web page block. So let's take a look at how we get the YouTube link in order to put into MyVRspot, because that is actually now the hard part. So here's what you need to do. In this case, I have the YouTube link in my Outlook, and you would think that I could just right-click on that and click copy link address. The problem is Outlook does not actually have the YouTube web address embedded in there. If you look down along the very bottom edge of my screen, you'll find what the actual link is. If I just hover over it, it appears at the bottom, and you'll notice that it has this safe links thing in front. That's because Outlook, again, is trying to protect you. All these things that protect us do get a little bit annoying at times. So what you have to do in this case, if you have the YouTube video link in your Outlook, you actually have to click and drag to select the whole thing. And then when you right click on it, you're going to do a regular copy. So that's going to give you the YouTube link and not what Outlook has in it. Okay, what if you don't have the YouTube link? What if it's like this website where the YouTube video is embedded and you only have the link to the website, not the link to the video itself? Well, now you're going to have to do some searching in YouTube. So I'm going to copy the title of this, if I can select the whole thing without the date. There we go. And I'm going to go into YouTube. And once it loads, I'm going to paste that in there and do a search. Okay, so this is the actual one I want right down here. This is the HasFit website. And you can see it's got this weird logo for some reason. This one is blocked, but the other high intensity interval training workouts are not. If I just click into this, it's going to give me that Lightspeed block page, which doesn't have the URL on it. So what I want to do is actually right click on here and copy the link address. And I know it's the right link address because, again, if I look down at the bottom edge of my screen, I can see the URL, and it's a YouTube URL. That's what I want. So I copy that link address, and now I have what I need. So how do we put this into MyVRspot so that we can distribute it to students? Well, inside LCPS Go, you're going to have a link to MyVRspot. And we're waiting for the school network to catch up with us. There we go. Just search for MyVRspot, and it's this one with the red camera. The login is just going to be your normal school login. It's not an auto login one. And we're going to go to the Upload tab. And select Upload YouTube or Vimeo link. And here's where you're going to paste that YouTube link. And click Upload. And depending on how quickly the network's running, this could take a few seconds. It could take a minute or two. It all just depends on how things are going. Okay, so on this screen, you don't really have to do anything. You can just scroll down and click the Update button. And now this workout video is in MyVRspot. So to share it with your students, you're going to click the sideways V, kind of looks like a less than symbol. And you're going to want the share outside MyVRspot. This is so that nobody has to log in order to view it. So you can just copy this right here. There's actually a copy button on the side. You don't even have to select it like I did. You can just click the copy button. And you can put that into Schoology, wherever you need the link. Now, the only thing that you lose with MyVRspot is YouTube videos often have links to other videos embedded in them. And you're going to lose that. You're just going to see the video itself. So there is a drawback to that. The other reason why you might want to watch the video in YouTube if it's available is it helps the YouTube channel owner. It gives them better stats. And in some cases, people make money off of their YouTube videos. And by watching it in YouTube and increasing their stats, you're helping them make some money off of their YouTube videos. So watch it in YouTube if it's available, but put it in MyVRspot if it's not. That's the workaround for the MyVRspot workaround. Come back after spring break because we're going to look at some other ways of getting students to make their own media, the advantages of doing it, and preview some equipment that we now have that students can use to make those videos.